Welcome back to Medinair. In this video, let's discuss about periodontal fibers. Periodontal fibers are the most important element of periodontal ligament. They are known as principal fibers and they are collagenous and arranged in bundles, and when viewed in longitudinal sections, they follow a wavy course. An important MCQ and Viva question here is Sharpe fiber. These principal fibers of the PDL extends and get inserted into the cementum and bone on either sides. The terminal portions of the principal fibers that are inserted into the cementum and bone are termed as Sharpe fibers. Now consider the principal fiber as a bundle and they have individual fibers within them. These individual fibers form a continuous anastomosing network between tooth and bone. Once these fiber gets embedded in the wall of the alveolus or in the tooth, Sharpe fibers calcify to a certain degree. They are associated with abundant non-collagenous proteins that are typically found in bone and also in cementum in some extent. These proteins are called osteopontin and bone sialoprotein. Note this also, this is a very important MCQ question. Now we know they are collagenous, right? Collagen is a protein that is composed of different amino acids, majorly of glycine, proline, hydroxylysine, and hydroxyproline. Principal fibers are made of type 1 collagen. Reticular fibers are made of type 3 collagen. Basal lamina is made of type 4 collagen. And during the tooth development, type 12 collagen is also expressed. And it is timed with the alignment and organization of periodontal fibers and is limited in tooth development to cells within the periodontal ligament. Type 6 collagen has been immunolocalized in the periodontal ligament and the gingiva. At the molecular level, when we look at the configurations of collagen fibers, it is arranged in such a way that it provides them a tensile strength that is greater than that of a steel. So by now, we know collagen imparts a unique combination of flexibility and strength to the tissues. Now let's see what are the principal fibers of periodontal ligament. They are transeptal fibers, alveolar crest fibers, horizontal fibers, oblique fibers, apical fibers, and interradicular fibers. Now let's have a look at each one of them in detail. The first one is transeptal fibers. They extend interproximally over the alveolar bone crest and are embedded in the cementum of adjacent teeth. So they are not even touching the bone and they are present above the bone crest. They are reconstructed even after destruction of the alveolar bone that results from periodontal disease. These fibers may be considered as a belonging to the gingiva because they don't have any osseous attachment. The second one is alveolar crest fibers. Alveolar crest fibers extend obliquely from cementum just beneath the junctional epithelium to the alveolar crest. So this fiber have osseous attachment. Fibers also run from cementum over the alveolar crest and to the fibrous layer of the periosteum that covers the alveolar bone. The alveolar crest fibers prevent extrusion of the tooth and resist lateral tooth movements. The incision of these fibers during periodontal surgery does not increase tooth mobility and a significant attachment loss has occurred. Third type of fiber is horizontal fibers. These type of fibers extend at right angles to the long axis of the tooth from the cementum to the alveolar bone. They prevent lateral tooth movement. The major type is oblique fibers. Oblique fibers are the largest group in the periodontal ligament. They extend from the cementum in a coronal direction obliquely to the bone. They bear the brunt of vertical masticatory stresses and transform such stresses into tension on the alveolar bone. The next type is apical fibers. The apical fibers radiate in an irregular manner from cementum to the bone and the apical region of the socket. They do not occur on incompletely formed roots because in tooth development, roots are formed at the last, right? So once the root formation is completed, that's when you will find the apical fibers. They prevent tooth tipping, resist forces of luxation, and protect blood, lymph, and nerve supply. The next type is interradicular fibers. The interradicular fibers fan out from the cementum to the tooth infurcation areas of multi-rooted teeth. They resist tipping of tooth, forces of luxation and rotation. Periodontal ligament does not contain mature elastin. Rather, they have two immature forms of them. They are oxytalin and elaionin. The oxytalin fibers run parallel to the root surface in a vertical direction and bend to attach to the cementum in a cervical third of the root. They regulate vascular flow. In addition to these type of fibers, small collagen fibers associated with larger principal collagen fibers have also been described. These fibers run in all direction and form a plexus called the indifferent fiber plexus. And that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you guys found it helpful. Do like this video and subscribe to Medinair for more. Thanks for watching.